Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial I'll be showing you how I made this bralette top. So please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Let's get started. So this is the fabric I'll be using. I have 4 pieces, as you can see. I have 4. So 2 is for the main fabric. I'm using this also for the lining. This is totally optional. You can use the lining. So when you cut 2 fabric for the front, then this one will be the. So what determine the cutting out of your fabric? You take your measurement from the middle of your chest line to where your bust stop. So from the middle of your chest line to where your bust stop. Mine is 11 inches. So when you get your measurement, you measure out 12 inches. From here to this point, 12 inches. Then from here to this point also 12 inches. So we are cutting out, so you're going to cut out a square, 12 inches by 12 inches. So the next thing I'll do, I'll fold it into 2 like a triangle, like what you're seeing now. So this is what I have. Then I'll take one of these parts, then I'll place it like this. You can see it. So you take this part of the triangle and mash it up with this part. So the next thing I'll do, I'll cut out. I'll cut out like this. So this is what we have. So I will arrange it back. So this is what we have, as you can see. So while sewing, I don't want any point at this side. So I will just carve out this part like this. I'll just carve it out. So I will just carve out this part. So this is what I have. I will open it up. I don't want to separate it. That's why I left this part like this. So this is what I have. So I'll be doing the same thing for the other fabric, including the lining also. I'll do. So I'm done cutting now. The next thing to do is to sew. So I will turn it like this. I will sew this part. I will sew it like this all the way down. I'll do the same thing for the other fabric. So I'm done sewing, as you can see. So the next thing I'll do, I will notch it. I will notch it. Then I will iron it open. Next thing to do is to join the lining and the front fabric together. But so before we sew that, I'll cut out my straps. So what I have here is 19 inches by 1.5 inches. So this is what we are attaching on this part. So the next thing, I'll just sew it. I'll fold it into 2 like this. Then I'll sew it all the way down. I'll do the same thing for the other side. So I'm done sewing. Then I'll get my pin. I'll get my pin and place it inward like this. So you place it inward, just poke a little of the fabric, as you can see. Then you twist it like once. After twisting, you start placing it inside. At the beginning, it will look difficult. You have to twist it. So you can see it. Then the next thing to do, I'll open up this part. I will place the straps like this. Then I'll take this other part. I'll place it like this. Then I'm going to sew. I'll pin this part down. I'll pin it down. Then I'll sew. So I'll pin this part down. I will sew from here. I'll sew like this. Then sew this part like this. Then I'll sew this part down. The same thing with this other one. Like this. I'll place my fabric. Then I'll sew. So I'm done sewing, as you can see. So I'll just use my scissors to notch it. So after notching, I will turn it inside out. So as you can see, this is what we have. So I will iron it, then take it to my sewing machine. Then I'll top stitch this part together, sew the lining and the fabric together, and I'll do the same thing on this part. You can see it's coming out very beautiful. So now I'll be attaching it to this fabric. The measurement I have here is 8 inches by 54 inches. So if you want to add your loop, you can actually take your, so if you want to add zipper or a loop, you just cut out exactly your underbust measurement, add your allowance, then you attach it to the bralette. But I want to tie it at the back. So I want it to be tagged. That's why I added extra length to the measurement. So my underbust measurement is 37, but what I have here is 55. You can use more, just so that it will enable you to tie at the back. So what I have here is 8 inches. So the next thing I'll do, I'll get the middle. You can see it's really easy to make. So I'll get the middle, I'll notch it. I'll open it up, then I'll place the bra cup like this. I'll place it like this. Then I'll place this other one from this middle point to this point. Then I'll top stitch it to this point. So this is what I have after sewing, as you can see. This is the front. Then I'll place it like this. Then I'll fold this part. Then I'll top stitch it like this, all the way down. So I'll top stitch it like this. I'll sew it from this point. I'll sew it from this point all the way down to the other side. Then when I get to this point, I'll fold this part in like this. So I'll fold this part in like this. Then I'll sew it. I'll do the same thing for the other side.